Car plows through Times Square, killing one. A car mowed down pedestrians on the sidewalks of New York City's Times Square during lunch hour on Thursday, killing one person and injuring at least 22 others. The car reportedly drove through 42nd Street and north along 7th Avenue. The driver appeared to be driving under the influence. He was driving against traffic and was speeding before the vehicle hit a pole and crashed at 45th Street. The driver, identified as 26-year-old Richard Rojas, has reportedly been arrested twice before for driving while intoxicated. Officials said preliminary evidence indicated that the incident was not terrorism-related and that Rojas may have been high on drugs. Other reports said he was likely trying to commit suicide by cop, with the New York Post reporting sources claiming Rojas told police that they were supposed to shoot him. The person killed in the incident was identified as a tourist from Michigan, 18-year-old Alyssa Elsman. The teenager was visiting the city with her family, including her 13-year-old sister, when the speeding car slammed into them. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Maybe the world would be better off with self-driving cars. 3 killed in auto auction crash. 3 people were killed and 9 were injured after an SUV suddenly accelerated inside an auto auction house in Massachusetts before crashing into a wall yesterday. An accident that killed several people took place at the Linway Auto Auction in Brickha on Wednesday morning. A male employee in his 70s was driving a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee that plowed through the crowd. A witness said the driver was trying to avoid a row of cars, but ended up mowing down several people instead. The SUV was only stopped when it crashed through a wall of the building. 2 women and 1 man were killed in the accident. One of the 9 people wounded sustained life-threatening injuries. Authorities said preliminary information suggests the crash was an accident and not intentional. Drunk driver injures dozens at Mardi Gras. 28 people were hospitalized after a drunk driver plowed into a crowd of Mardi Gras parade spectators. The incident took place in mid-city New Orleans on Saturday night, when a massive crowd was watching the Endymion parade. 25-year-old suspect Nielsen Rosetto slammed his gray pickup truck into 2 vehicles before hitting parade spectators. The pickup truck eventually stopped when it crashed into a dump truck. The driver was quickly apprehended at the scene. Local police later said the suspect had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times over the legal limit. Truck crashes into Berlin Christmas market. At least 9 people were killed and 50 others injured when a truck plowed into a crowded Christmas market in Germany on Monday night. The truck was loaded with steel beams. It was registered to a company in Poland, from where it traveled to Berlin on Monday afternoon. The truck plowed into a popular Christmas market outside Berlin's Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church late on Monday night. The truck jumped the sidewalk and crashed through several market stalls before coming to a stop. A passenger was found dead inside the truck. The driver allegedly fled the scene. Police made an arrest near the Christmas market, but it's not yet confirmed whether the man was the driver. German police believe the incident was an attack. It highly resembles the July terror attack in Nice, France, when an Islamist extremist deliberately drove a 19-ton truck onto the city's promenade and killed 86 people. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Car plows into crowd on Las Vegas Strip. At least 1 person was killed and more than 30 people were injured after a car ran over multiple pedestrians on the famous Las Vegas Strip Sunday night. A crash that took place on the Las Vegas Boulevard near the Planet Hollywood Resort on Sunday night involved a female driver who had a 3-year-old child with her in the vehicle. It's not clear whether the female driver drove her car onto the sidewalk intentionally. However, witnesses said the driver had both hands on the wheel and didn't appear to want to stop the car. Some pedestrians tried to stop the vehicle but weren't able to. The woman then drove away from the scene after hitting more than 30 people. The driver has been arrested and is undergoing various tests, including a blood alcohol test.